Yo, what's going on guys? Nick Raptor here, and today I want to do a quick little update video as well as discuss my plans for 2022. As well, by the time of this recording, Happy New Year! Hope you're having a great time celebrating the New Year's, and hopefully 2022 will be a much better year if you had a terrible 2021. Because I definitely know 2021 had its issues. But as far as games go, definitely for me, it was a good year. Stuff like Metroid Dread, Monster Hunter Stories 2, Shovel Knight, such a good. As well reminds me, I still need to get those two videos out that I definitely still want to do. As, you know, I did want to make a series where I talk about my favorite games of 2021. So that I definitely still want to do. As well as, of course, some things as well when it comes to streams. I definitely am wanting to get to finally cover the Kale the Kangaroo series, since Kale's getting a new game. Surprisingly, that is something not expected. A very obscure platformer from the Dreamcast, but now getting a new game, which is pretty cool because given we're in a golden era of 3D platformers, this is definitely a perfect time to see some more obscure IPs coming back. Although it's surprising it isn't a remake, because, well, that's definitely been a very saturated market as of late, but hey, if it's a platformer, can't really complain, because I'm all for platformers. As I will, of course, I definitely want to play the Sly Cooper games again. I've already streamed the first two Sly Cooper games on Twitch, but I definitely want to replay those, then finally stream Sly Cooper 3. Of course, my personal favorite when it comes to the free games, probably Sly 2. It's still definitely my favorite, but who knows? Maybe Sly 3 will be my new favorite, but there's just something about Sly 2 that still to this day is like one of my all-time favorite games growing up. And not to mention, it was my second experience with Sly Cooper, but it was the first Sly Cooper game I actually owned as a kid. As well, I want to cover Tasmanian Tiger. Hopefully, eventually, we might see a Tie 5. They're gonna plan to do another Kickstarter with the remaster for Sly for Tie 3. So that'd be cool. But a big thing I definitely want to do next year, and it's definitely something that I always have been doing for a while now, but for a majority of 2021, I've been playing a lot of Monster Hunter. It's definitely still content I definitely want to do. It's definitely something I absolutely love. I mean, heck, majority of last year definitely was Monster Hunter. Basically that and Metroid for me. That was like the main games I really played a lot of last year. As far as franchises go. But yeah, I know it's a thing that most people on here are not really that interested in. But you gotta understand, some of us play other kinds of games. Like, sure, I do love me a platformers. They're the genre I grew up with, but Monster Hunter's been a series I've been always wanting to get into, and that, thanks to Monster Hunter Stories, I can definitely finally truly get into that franchise. But of course, I do like the mainline games, which some Breakouts is automatically one of my most anticipated games of next year, since I'm really looking forward to it. I loved Iceborne. It was tough as nails, so I'm expecting the same kind of quality when it comes to Sunbreak. Even though I know Rise was kind of okay, I definitely liked Monster Hunter Stories 2 way more, but that's just my personal opinion when it comes to those games. As well, I mentioned earlier this year we were for December, we were originally doing a thing called Monster Tamer Month, But I'm still going to be playing those games, even if it's not being called Monster Tamer Month. Like, the games I still need to get around to playing is Fossil Fighters, which is a monster taming RPG series about dinosaurs, which of course you know me. It's definitely up my alley. Then of course World of Final Fantasy, which will be probably my second Final Fantasy game, even though I don't really count Final Fantasy 14 as actual Final Fantasy, but you know, you do you, I guess. And of course, I want to finally finish a full playthrough of Ni no Kuni Wrath of the White Witch, which of course made by Love 5, which I mostly know them when it comes to the Yokai Watch series, which is my favorite monster taming RPG series. Which, as I've been playing Shin Megami Tensei 5 this year, I could definitely see whenever I say, "Oh, Yokai Watch is like Shin Megami Tensei, but for kids." The more I play of SMT5, the comparison definitely really shows. It feels very reminiscent and took some inspiration from the SMT series for sure. But yeah, that's most of the stuff I really want to talk about. Definitely some few games I'm looking forward to that are coming out next year as well. But for me, none of them can top Monster Hunter Sunbreak. I'm also just really hoping Sonic Frontiers turns out to be good and not a complete dumpster fire. I'll say, because there's always that opinion with Sonic Forces being bad. I thought it was mediocre at best, but it's not the worst game I've played. Oh, believe me, I've played worse. But yeah, that's overall what I want to say for what I plan to do for next year. As well, I'm still want to get into the review thing, which I've been dabbling a little bit with my game of the like my favorite games of 2021, stuff like that. But anyway, guys, I hope you have a good 2022. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like, and I'll catch you later.